Once upon a time, in a tranquil monastery nestled amidst lush green hills, there lived 5 wise and devout monks. These monks were known throughout the land for their deep wisdom and spirituality. They were also known for their unwavering dedication to understanding the nature of truth. One day, a traveler passing through the village brought news of a magnificent elephant that was to be seen at the nearby royal palace. The monks, curious about the elephant, decided to make a pilgrimage to the palace to learn more about this majestic creature. As they arrived at the palace, they were guided to the royal garden where the elephant was kept. The elephant, named Chandaka, was a colossal and magnificent beast. Its skin was rough, its ears were enormous, and its trunk was long and flexible. As they entered the royal garden, their eyes beheld the magnificent sight of Chandaka, the royal elephant. The elephant stood gracefully under the shade of a massive banyan tree, its mighty presence commanding respect from all who gazed upon it. Its skin bore the marks of a life well lived, with scars and wrinkles telling stories of adventures in the jungles and battles in distant lands. Venerable Soma, the first monk, approached the elephant with reverence. He extended his hand and touched the elephant's side, feeling its rough and textured skin. His eyes widened as he exclaimed, "Ah, this elephant is like a solid wall. It is strong and unyielding, a symbol of unwavering strength." Venerable Panya, the second monk, stepped forward with a curious glint in his eyes. He reached out to touch the elephant's tusks and remarked, "No, you are mistaken. This elephant is sharp and pointed, much like a deadly spear. It reminds me of the power of precision." Venerable Chandaka, the third monk, approached the elephant next and boldly grasped its tail. He chuckled and said, "Both of you are wrong. This elephant is like a sturdy rope, strong and flexible. It can be gentle and supportive, just like the teachings we follow." Venerable Kavi, the fourth monk, extended his hand to touch the elephant's ear. He closed his eyes and savored the moment. With a serene smile, he said, "I beg to differ. This elephant is like a giant fan, cool and soothing. It reminds me of the gentle breeze that brings relief on a hot day." Venerable Panya, after comparing the elephant's tusks to a deadly spear, continued to examine the massive creature. His keen eyes noticed the intricate patterns and textures on Chandaka's skin. He gently ran his hand along the elephant's side, feeling the roughness of its hide. As he did so, he thought about the importance of precision in their daily lives. "Imagine," Venerable Panya said with enthusiasm, "how precision guides us in our meditation, just as the sharpness of these tusks guides the elephant. We must be precise in our thoughts, words, and actions to achieve spiritual clarity." Venerable Chandaka, undaunted by his companion's interpretations, stood firm beside the elephant's tail. With a playful smile, he tugged gently at the tail and observed how it swayed, supple yet resilient. He turned to the others and explained, "Brothers, like this sturdy rope, our faith and practice provide us with strength and flexibility in navigating the challenges of life. Just as this rope can support heavy burdens without breaking, our teachings offer us support and guidance, no matter how difficult our journey may become." Venerable Kavi, still savoring the sensation of the elephant's ear under his fingertips, contemplated the significance of his perception. He said, "As I touch this giant fan-like ear, I am reminded of the soothing qualities of our spiritual path. Just as a gentle breeze can bring relief on a scorching day, our spiritual practices offer solace and comfort in times of suffering and hardship." The monks continued their discussion, each deepening their understanding of the elephant and the lessons it held. They shared their insights, realizing that the diverse aspects of the elephant represented the multifaceted nature of truth and spirituality. The fifth monk, Venerable Dhamma, who had been blind from birth, listened attentively to his companions as they described the elephant. He had never seen an elephant before and was eager to learn. He said, "Dear brothers, it seems that each of you has a different experience of the elephant. Please describe it to me so that I may understand." The other monks then began to explain their impressions of the elephant, each convinced that their perception was correct. Venerable Soma insisted it was like a wall. Venerable Panya likened it to a spear, Venerable Chandaka to a rope, and Venerable Kavi to a fan. Listening to his companion's descriptions, Venerable Dhamma smiled. He said, "Thank you, my dear brothers, for your explanations. It appears that the elephant is indeed all of these things. It is like a wall, a spear, a rope, and a fan. Our perceptions are limited by our senses, but the truth is much broader and more complex than we can imagine." Your descriptions have enriched my understanding of this elephant, even though I cannot see it. It reminds me that truth can be found in different perspectives, just as it can be felt, heard, and sensed. The monks realized the profound wisdom in Venerable Dhamma's words. They had each perceived only a small part of the elephant and had been mistaken in thinking that their perception represented the whole truth. They understood that truth is multifaceted, and one must be open to different perspectives to grasp it fully. The monks collectively nodded in agreement, realizing that their individual perceptions of the elephant had expanded their collective wisdom. They understood that embracing diversity of thought and experience was essential in their pursuit of truth and spirituality. As the sun set behind the royal palace, casting a warm, golden hue on the surroundings, the monks left the royal garden with hearts filled with gratitude. They carried with them not only the memory of the majestic elephant Chandaka, but also the profound lesson that truth, like the elephant, is vast, complex, and best understood when seen from multiple angles. The moral of the story remains unchanged. Truth is vast and multifaceted, and people may perceive it differently based on their limited experiences and perspectives. The importance of humility, open-mindedness, and the willingness to consider different viewpoints in the pursuit of wisdom is a timeless lesson that this narrative imparts. It is essential to recognize that our understanding is incomplete, and we must be open to learning from others to attain a more comprehensive and profound truth. When we acknowledge the limitations of our own perceptions, we create space for growth and enlightenment. By embracing diverse viewpoints and experiences, we enrich our spiritual journey and deepen our wisdom.